Today we're going to be demonstrating the Polygon LT from McElroy. We're going to be fusing together two pieces of 2.5-inch NIRON climber pipe, SDR 11 75mm. We've already got our pipe in the jaws. We're going to go through, we're going to plane the ends, make sure everything's good and straight. This is going to be the machine we use to do the planing. So, McElroy planer for the Polygon LT, DeWalt drill with a 20-volt battery, completely wireless. We're going to take it, we're going to insert it onto the rear guide rail, lock it onto the rails. We're going to turn the machine on, slowly feed pressure till we get a complete ribbon on both ends of the pipe. Unlock the tool, remove our peels. Now we're going to run it back in and check our alignment. Go through there, no gaps, no daylight, no high spots, alignment looks good. Open it back up. We're going to clean the surfaces with 91% isopropyl alcohol. You want to clean both sides. We're going to grab our heat plate. We're going to check our temperature. So we are at 410, so we're spot on for where we need to be. So now we're going to go to our app here and we're going to get our recipe to fuse this joint. So it's 75mm NIRON climber pipe, SDR 11 on the Polygon LT. That's going to put our bead up pressure, counting our drag, at 35 psi. Our open and close time is 5 seconds. And our fuse cool time is 7 minutes and 19 seconds. So we're going to take our heat plate. We're going to rock it into place. And we're going to slowly close and we're going to build up pressure to 35 psi until we see our bead. So right about there, we're going to lock it. We're going to let it hold that pressure until we see our bead. Your bead, you want to be about 1/2 mil, okay? So after our bead forms, we're going to unlock the wheel. We're going to reduce pressure back down the drag or below. And then we're going to let it sit and do the cook time. Our heat cycle is going to be 1 minute and 18 seconds. After that heat soak, we're going to open it up, remove the plate, lock it back down to 35 psi for 7 minutes and 19 seconds. All right, so our bead looks good on both sides. Unlock the wheel, you'll see pressure drop. Now we're going to let it start our timer. Heat soak for 1 minute and 18 seconds. The heat soak step is very important. If you cut it too short, you can get a cold weld. If you cook it too long, the longer it's in there, the more heat travels up that pipe. It'll make a much bigger bead than is necessary. Now when we take this plate out, we've got 5 seconds from the time we open it up, take it out, to get it back under pressure before we run the risk of doing a cold weld, okay? All right, time's up. We open it up, rock our plate out. We're gonna crank back up to 35, as close as we can get. Lock our wheel. Now you want to keep an eye on that gauge, because as it cools, the pressure can decrease. So you want to keep that pressure built. We'll put it right there. Lock her again. We'll restart our clock. And now we let it cool for 7 minutes and 19 seconds. And that'll be a completed weld. Another thing to note on this particular machine, when you're dealing with small PSIs, it comes with an auxiliary gauge that goes 0 to 100, but it also has a built-in gauge for your bigger sizes up to 3.5, where it can read up to 400 PSI. So if you get down to them smaller, delicate pressures where it's a little hard to read on that big gauge, just pop that auxiliary gauge on and use it and you'll be good to go. All right, so our cool time has come to an end. So we're going to unlock it, drop our pressure to zeros. Unclamp our piece. And there's your completed weld.